Let's get to the bottom of this one. Unspoken truths that I miss one. Tap into the minds of the people, rather acknowledge before I dismiss one. Atheists, Muslim, Christians, Buddhists, they all got usage, all got perspective. It's a collective. Get to the bottom where the truth is, where the heart's uncovered, where you detox from all of the lies you smothered. When them tries could have killed you, but with faith you recover. Yeah, peel off the makeup, we finna take off. Never said it'd be a cakewalk. Meditate till we charged up. Execute goes regardless. Decalcify my pineal. Breaking language barriers, we saw millennials. Planets passing age rotations, down me we owe. So down me we know. Sometimes we can be slow, that's why my ears open. Every drop you add could complete the ocean. Speak up, play your part too. Been vulnerable, it's an art tool. Reflect on all the juice like torture. It's on you, tell the truth.
Yeah, we about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. Listen. Yeah, aim in the fit so you see in the mirror. Play with your focus and watch it get clear. Polish your crown, turn it up if you wear it. You live in the root, release what you're fearing. And watch it all rise, the righteous will hear it. They calling us twisted, I'm not even caring. Because it's unseen, the mind is too barren. They won't even heal it, they pass it to cheering. We over here healing, conversing and listening. Know that the truth isn't always appealing, but end it with healing and find your beginning. Frequency positive, what you receiving. Perception is up to you, what you believing. What you retrieving, mentally speaking. Life that they breathing, no words from a heathen. Don't know it all, but together undefeated. Conversation, rather want it, you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah or Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the trial with the students and teachers. All got a voice, we the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. Conversation, rather want it, you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah or Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the trial with the students and teachers. All got a voice, we the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. Hey. Yeah. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. Praying for truth cause the world is so fickle. Keeping my mental how clean as a whistle. Attention's a trap, they can lead you astray. Steering this ship through the storm and the haze. Real conversations are lost in the greed. Others get lost in the web that it weaves. Sift through the rhetoric, uncover schemes. Knowledge inherited, this is imperative. I got a lot on my mind and I'm sharing it. Apples to oranges, it ain't no comparisons. I'm the type that'll never break character. I'm the type to make memories and cherish them. Trust intuition and doubt of disparity. Pursuing the echoes of wisdom. Chasing that moment of clarity. Conversation rather one and you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah or Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the track with the students and teachers. All got a voice who the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. Conversation rather one and you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah or Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the track with the students and teachers. All got a voice who the ears that'll listen. Who the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen.
It's on you, tell the truth.
Uh-oh. Can you hear me?
She's muted.
You're muted.
Uh-oh.
Peace, everyone. I'm Universe Badger. We have Sacred Deer and Moon Tortoise.
Moon Tortoise. That's Pokemon.
Those that heard me twice, it's because I was muted the first time. I'm not going crazy. So we're gonna try to do something new. You know, we're gonna try to do this show called Let the Children Speak. So anybody around the age of 12 and up would like to join our podcast, please let us know. Every Monday at 8 p.m. we're gonna do a new show called Let the Children Speak.
Get folks' permissions.
Yes, please get your folks' permission. It's all going to be good, though. None of it's inappropriate or anything. It's all about just having a voice and being heard. And you matter. Your opinion matters no matter how old you are. You don't have to be an adult to matter. So with that being said, I want to start off with the first question. I got to remember that your name is Sacred Deer. How does it feel when someone truly listens to what you have to say, Sacred Deer?
Relieving. It's really relieving because that doesn't happen much, but when it does, it's like, let's go. They did it. We got it out
Explain
there.
that. Explain
It's
that.
like,
Explain it. Why does it don't happen much? Why doesn't it happen much?
so like let's say you got in trouble because someone blamed something on you. If you were to try and tell the truth, they would pick someone who was older than you who blamed you, or someone who blamed you first before you could even like come out there and say something. But if you came out there to say something, they would instantly think that you were in. So it's hard to find like times, especially in moments like that, when people would listen.
Do you
So
feel
age, that plays a big. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Badger.
it's okay. Do you feel that, yeah, I was asking the same thing. Do you feel because you're a child that it doesn't matter what you say?
Every now and then, yeah.
If you need me to kick your butt, let me know. I got you. So, what's something you wish adults understood about being your age right now?
Uh, basically like that we I'm not speaking for everyone because some people are hurt a lot, but some people can't agree with me on this. We most of us do want to be heard, and I know that because like half my school is just people who are being pushed down and not actually being heard. So yeah, definitely that.
What makes
Um,
yeah. What makes it easy or hard to be honest about how you feel?
Uh, it will see if it's like an argument and you know to say something that would just make it worse. You'd say it in your head, but not actually say it because you know that would cause problems. That could make them feel down, you know. But being easy would probably be like, how do you feel about this, or is there a feeling you would like to share about this, stuff like that.
I
So,
got a
what
quick
makes
question, if it's all good.
yeah, no, go ahead. I was just gonna try to reiterate on that question because he didn't really. I don't think he really understood what it was asking.
Oh, sure. That's okay. I can.
So it says, what makes it easy or hard to be honest about how you feel? What
Oh,
being
what
honest about
makes it okay?
easy or hard
Um,
about how on about being honest on how you feel?
it's mostly for me. It's like the pressure, because some people are like pressured, and so they can't like they feel like they can't be completely honest, so it makes it hard. But some people, if they have less pressure, then it's a lot easier for them to be honest about how they're feeling in different types of situations.
So pressure and from who?
Like pressure on like if a lot of people were around you asking the same question, it would make you feel a lot of pressure. So you would feel like nervous, and you would like start to panic and not actually be honest, but say what you think would want to be heard.
Oh, okay, I get it. What you think
So
they
you came
want.
on a podcast. That's funny.
Go ahead, Moon Tortoise.
Okay. No, it was kind. I guess it was kind of along those lines. I was gonna ask, since you can speak very well, do you feel like being articulate, which I'm sure you know what that means, plays a role in how people listen to you and or treat you, as opposed to maybe if you weren't? Or is that too huge? I
I
mean, I don't mean to
understand the
say that.
question, but I don't understand the word articulate. Like I've heard of it, but
Well
I don't.
spoken.
Well spoken.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Throw that one in the combo.
Because you're mature for your age, do you think that people looking at you
Oh,
to be something you're not because you're mature for your age?
you're able to voice how probably concerns. I mean, I don't think everyone's able to be as straightforward as you, and I think that probably plays a role in things. And I don't know, how does that kind of feel with others? Because you said certain people, it's almost like they get favoritism. Maybe the word you're looking for. Some of the older kids or some of the other kids maybe get away with things. You said, not saying they do, but it can certainly happen. And
Yeah.
maybe that plays a role in it. Maybe they're just more articulate about how
See,
they're covering their butts.
yeah, see, no. They'll think because someone's older, they understand more and would lie less. But
Okay.
that just causes more problems on their end, on my end, and it gives them a false story. And it makes the person who blamed you for things more willing to blame you on things. And because I'm able to just say they don't really believe it because I'm just saying it rather than trying to back it up because I can't. How would I back up the truth?
Mm-hmm.
Go to
So
law school. That will teach you a lot about that. But right now, you're in grade school.
I remember a time where you did something, and this is the realest thing I've ever heard someone young say, that sometimes your pride gets in the way for you to admit that you made a mistake. A lot of people can't admit that, no matter how old they are. And for you at a young age to say, I feel sometimes I can't say I'm sorry for something because of my pride and my ego.
It especially stuff like that after an argument. It makes it like hard, and it gives you this like nervous feeling that if you were to apologize, would they forgive you? Would they change their perspective of you? So it takes a while for um quite a bit of people actually to admit how sorry they actually were and to admit that they're in the wrong.
Yeah, it takes a lot for someone to do. So, what makes you feel safe to speak the truth?
If I'm being completely honest, I don't know. Answer that one. I mean, I know I'm heard, so that helps me figure out that it's okay to be honest of what I think and all that, because I know that I'll be heard, that they'll understand what I'm saying, and I guess it helps with that nervous feeling that I get whenever I try to explain or say something.
Okay, yeah. So, let's talk about school real quick here. There was one for school. I don't know where it went to. Oh, here it is. Do you feel safe being yourself at school?
Uh, Most of the times, yes, but in some situations, no.
Why do you think that is?
Um, it's the people around you. You don't quite know how they are, how they could see you whenever that happens. So, like, if you were to, uh, like, if you, I know someone who, is scared of yelling and screaming, so to the
Uh-huh.
point where they could have a panic attack, and I fear that stuff like that can happen to someone, and then people could just laugh and just watch that happen rather than try and comfort you, let you know that it's okay to be you. It's just that little bit that makes it hard to completely be safe around people you don't completely know. You know?
Right, right. You think it's because you're vulnerable? You're
A
in a
lot.
situation where it can go good or it can go really bad.
Yeah. No, that plays a big role in it because
Okay.
vulnerability is scary,
Yeah,
especially if you don't know how something's gonna play out.
yeah, yeah, I agree. So, what's the best part about your school days and what's the hardest part?
The best part would probably be those like little start of the year. What are some things about you packets? Because it kind of like lets them know who you actually are, and that sometimes it can help you feel safe and seen whenever that happens.
Hmm.
So that's
What,
definitely one
what's the
way.
hardest part?
And then the hardest part would probably be when people ask something about you and then just act like they just never asked and that they don't care, and it definitely causes a lot of mixed feelings.
I feel that. I feel that. So, how do teachers make you feel when you're struggling to learn a something? I'm sure you don't have this often. When you're struggling to learn something, how does a teacher make you feel in that situation?
I mean, all of them like let they explain it to me and try and help me understand. There is a few times in social studies, I think it is. But it's not that the teacher just doesn't explain it. It's that he doesn't realize he's talking that fast, and if someone calls him out, he doesn't quite understand that he's talking that fast, so he thinks that we're just not that we're playing around. So
Moon Tortoise, are you coming back? Do you
No
have
way.
some?
Okay, that was perfect. I wouldn't have dipped out if I didn't have an extreme situation. I caught some of that, and I'm sorry about your teachers. Um, Talking too fast. I know. I feel you.
Especially
Like,
social.
yes. I got so many questions, but go ahead. What were you going to ask me? Or you're just
I
asking
want
if I was coming back?
to know. No, I want to know if you want to ask a question.
Oh, I sure do. Speaking of which, when you're in class, let's just say any class, we're not going to call any teachers out. They're all having a hard time too. They were all
yeah.
kids once. Um, do you feel engaged? Is school, it doesn't have to be fun, but I've had jobs and stuff where it's just like I couldn't wait to jump in a forklift or something. You know, it was like, do you feel engaged? Do you know what I'm saying?
They keep your interest.
No, yeah. I know what you're saying. Most of the time, yeah. Actually,
Yeah.
yeah.
You like your teachers. You feel like they do a good job. They're trying to make it exciting and fun. I bet you guys. I was looking earlier online to see what school is like because I was doing some research, like I usually do, and all I could see was a bunch of videos on literacy, which we can not have to talk right now. But I saw a question that proposed if you had good TikToks, like there's good TikTok and YouTube out there, would that help kids be engaged? Do they do that kind of thing in school? I'll end on that question. Do you see TikToks and YouTube and stuff in school, and is it informative and engaging? I'm curious.
I mean, the most of YouTube that we normally get is podcasts, because there are podcast days in one 5th hour class, but they cycle through different things each day. But most of the time, it's like first day of the week, Monday, is podcast day. So that's
Okay, so
probably
you
the
guys.
only time it's YouTube.
Okay, I was curious because I've used it to fix chainsaws and stuff. I mean, it's not without merit, but I was curious.
Do you think the schools could do better on making students feel more supported?
Student councils.
Like
I'm just gonna say that because in elementary school there was a student council that unfortunately left, but she helped a lot of that. She helped a lot of people when they were having panic attacks, when they were nervous about something. She helped. She even helped me a couple of times. She no, yeah, student councils definitely help a whole lot of problems and all that.
counselors or councils?
I think he means councils, like a group of students getting together to have a think tank and to talk about.
No, like you know those
A counselor at school.
the like they have their own like office that you could go down to and like talk about stuff, and then like
It's a counselor, baby. It's a student council.
yeah.
Student council is where a mate around your age runs for like presidency and stuff like that.
Right,
and
right.
that's
Yeah.
student council. So
Right.
it's a student, okay. Student counselors. Yeah, no, I do believe that. I think counselors are an amazing part. When I was younger, I'm not going to go too much into depth with I'm younger, because that was way a long time ago. But when I was younger, the counselors really saved my life. They're the ones that removed me from a bad situation because nobody was listening to me. And I wasn't getting tested properly. I was getting put on medication that didn't work for me. And when I went to a counselor, that's when everything changed, because then they finally listened to me. I finally had a voice. So no, I love the counselors too. I think that's a very important part of the school, is having counselors there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they helped me. They were like my parent in school. They helped me so much because my real parent wasn't doing a great job, and I had to be removed from her home, and nobody was listening to me. And once I did that and a counselor finally listened to me and we had a meeting and stuff like that, I was able to skip grades. I was able to get off the medication, and I was able to be removed from the home. I was able to flourish because they listened to me. So I agree. I think counselors in schools is very important. Very important. And when you get older and you get into high school, student councils will be even better. But that's more of a high school thing, I think.
Yeah, that's for the upper classes. I was going to ask if do you guys? I'm sorry, Marley. Sacred Deer.
They do student councils in middle school as well. They just ended one like a month ago.
Okay.
In middle school, I think it's when the high school and college is when they really can make an impact.
Oh yeah, that's when you really learn pecking order. Yeah. Let's see, because that school does teach hierarchy to you. I mean, if not primarily, it shows you where. Oh, that's another podcast. I think it'd be a good thing if you guys got together, because I don't know, do you have the right to assemble? I think you do as students, so you can do that peacefully, and instead of playing video games or whatever, you could get together and talk about things that affect you in school, and with your peers. That's probably a cool thing. I don't know if you guys do that, but
no, we don't do that much.
If they can have unions in workplaces, I think they should have unions in schools. And I really think the kids should come together and decide that they're going to go on strike. I'm just kidding. Don't listen.
No, I was like, oh man, you are. No, please don't say. Don't go on strike.
I do think they should have a say. I honestly think they should come together and have a group say, and that people should listen to them. If it's very important.
I just realized the middle school I go to doesn't have a student counselor, and there's over 700 students there.
They need one.
Yeah. There's no law that's probably saying you can't at least ask.
Yeah.
Trying is the first step towards success.
I'm
Possible success.
gonna sign an entire petition and give it to the principal.
There you go. So I was going to ask you about the principal. What's one thing you wish the teachers and principals really understood about students?
I mean, I'm coming at a blank at that. Probably like to be yes. But probably to be like understood whenever they're trying to explain something of theirs, to be helped out whenever they need it. Thank you. Sorry for the pause.
That's okay. We have to set boundaries. Sometimes emergencies come up, things happen, It's professional. If you're going to take care of business, take care of business. I learned a lesson. I learned be careful on stairs earlier because I kind of just tripped on the stairs for no reason. I wasn't even holding anything, and I took this big chunk out of my knee earlier. And I'm like, "You're rushing too much. That's stupid. That's stupid." I just started echoing a little bit. Oh, okay. Stop that.
How does school affect your mental health, and how do you see yourself?
It really helps because they help, like the teachers and all that help you understand things that you need help with. It can really like affect your mental health if they help you understand, or if they like make you feel down while trying to make you think the way that they want you to.
That was a heck of a statement at the end there. Think the way they want you to. You said that idly, but there's a lot of thought behind it.
No, yeah. There's like a thinking norm apparently now that people are almost always forced to follow in most schools. I hate it.
Oh, what?
A thinking norm, like something that a way that people want you to think. It's weird.
I'll be Googling this if later.
Listen, I was talking earlier today, and I was reminded that every time they hear the word cookie cutter, they think of you, Moon Tortoise, and they chuckle because you are not a cookie cutter. So
who said that about me?
No, they said every time they hear the word cookie cutter, they think of you because you always talk about not being a cookie cutter.
Oh.
Wait, is there something I'm missing here? I don't understand.
Yeah, cookie cutter is a term for like the same thing over and over again. Like stamp, you got the same cookie. Stamp, you got the same cookie. It's just kind of regurgitated information.
So the thinking norm is a repetitive thinking. Everybody has to think the same way, and when you don't think the same way, then you get looked as an outcast.
Yep. That's exactly what that is.
There's beneficial ways thinking norms can work. Like everybody thinks it's a pretty good idea to not pull fire alarms. That's because it's been met with terrible results. That's a good norm.
Yeah.
Right. Now, looking both ways, that's a thinking norm before you cross the street. I mean, you don't have to. I really highly suggest you do it because you do have to. You really do. Don't quote me on it. You have to look both ways. You know this, though. But like,
so I remember one time, Sacred Deer was probably 7 years old. We were walking across the street, and I was like, hey, pay attention. And they were like, he was like, oh no, don't worry about it. They'll stop. And I said, nah, just because they should doesn't mean they will.
I walked straight across the road, just
doesn't mean they will. So there's a lot of things people should do. You think they should do it, but doesn't mean they will do it. So always be aware, because people don't do what you think they should. I promise you.
I have
And that was
nightmares.
that was the only time I had to teach that, because he caught on real quick, and he looked from there out. But he was like, "Oh, they'll stop," and I was like, "Yeah, no, they won't."
No, like 80% of my nightmares are roadway nightmares where I've been in horrifying accidents. Just, yeah, it's scary. Be careful on the road, everybody, kids. Whoa, Kendall.
Kendall, who do we have?
Hey,
I'm here. Sorry, I'm late.
That's okay. I gotta check something. Kendall, take. Oh,
I'm sorry.
No, he said take over for him for a second. He has
Oh.
to check on it.
Okay.
So what who do you have with you?
My nephew. Well, right now he's like all over the place.
So we're asking everybody, what does school how does school affect your mental health, and how do you see yourself? Kendall, do you want to ask?
wait, am I just not hearing her? Is
So
No.
sorry. What was the question?
So
Say hi.
how does school affect your mental health, and how do you see yourself?
That depends. Goodbye.
Oh my goodness.
Finally, tell us.
I
Oh,
love that.
it's a teenage thing. I think.
No, this is called You didn't ask me about this beforehand.
Sorry, I was dealing.
You just brought this up out of nowhere.
What's up?
Banjo, how
Oh,
does
no.
being in school affect your mental health?
I have no clue, honestly.
He's honest.
No, honestly, like I can't answer that question. I'm not sure.
It's the most random thing I had to do.
So if you could change one thing in school, one rule in school, what would it be?
And oh, sorry.
One
No,
thing.
we're not muted. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
No,
One sec.
don't mute us.
I'm not meeting. Okay, we're
What's
talking.
the question? I will answer 3 questions.
Okay, he's willing to answer 3 questions.
If you could change one rule in school, what would it be?
The time in which you show up.
Yes.
Way too early.
How early's early?
Too early.
Yeah.
I agree with him.
6 a.m. Yeah, that's brutal.
It's not 6.
For
Like,
me, it was 6.
It's 8 now, but
Oh, yeah.
studies have shown that students perform better with later start times.
You get to show up at 8? I have to
Well,
show up at 7.
What?
It's 7 or 8. It depends on which school you show up to. It really depends on which one. And I guess a factor of how many people attend from farther sides of the town, I think they take into consideration. Actually, scratch that. I don't think they take anything into consideration. They're not really the type to care.
Yeah, no.
Facts.
So another question, Riley, before you dip off. Do you ever feel like adults forget how hard school can be?
Mm-hmm. It's a yes or no.
I gotta think about that. I would assume so.
Okay.
But like, it's less so that what you're actually doing is hard, because that's not difficult. More so just being fed up with being mandatorily forced to show up there with no actual real-time gain to get from it in the present. Instead, you're just given a vague promise of being able to get a job in this crappy economy with a job crisis going on. You're just vaguely promised that you'll be able to get a job in the future if you pass. There's no real motivation in the short term, thus making it more so just annoying or harder to find the real point of it all.
I like that. So if you could redesign school to help children learn better, what would it look like?
I do not have the time to fully pitch out the idea I already made.
What was the
Oh, you
idea?
have one.
Yeah.
I do not have like
Oh.
an hour and a half.
Wow. Well, maybe. You never know.
You have one though.
Maybe.
That's it. I like that.
You know,
So
podcast.
what is the small, can you give me like a rough draft of it? Just the
Ooh.
basic.
I will give you the ultimate cliff notes. Move it more
Okay.
and integrate it with nature. 1. 2, make it not mandatory in the slightest. Make it just make nothing with not make not sh- make eh, make showing up not mandatory. Make no learning no particular topic there mandatory. Make all of the mandatory learning happen in the earlier grades, such as like up to grade 6, then have 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, and so on all be non-mandatory grades that is simply just you show up and learn the things that you are passionate about, because you'll be a lot smarter in any given field if it is the field that you are passionate about. I fail to see how the person who wants to go into advanced mathematics or calculus needs to know geography, or the person that needs to know geography or is really passionate about that needs to know advanced integral calculus. Like, I fail to see how those two things should be conflated into one. And sure, they say, "Oh, we're just giving everybody a taste of everything so that they can, so that they know whether or not they want to do it." If nothing was mandatory and it was just show up and this is happening at insert amount of periods for this amount of time, then you could just show up and dip out of any one based on whether or not you're interested. So it would be more so what you would like to try. Because if there's something you know that you don't want to do at all under any circumstances, why should we force you to do it?
Mm. I agree completely. So
We need kids on the show, Riley. Though I appreciate your opinion.
so listen, what is something you want every adult listening tonight to hear from you? What is one thing?
Oh, right.
Something positive.
School doesn't really matter if the person really wants to do the thing they want to do. No, seriously, it's not a place for the smart people. Albert Einstein was considered a complete idiot by all of his teachers. It was too boring for him. And the things that the successful people aren't really going to do well in school. The people who are more creative aren't going to do well with being a mindless drone that the school is made to make you. It was literally originally lobbied to make obedient factory workers, and it hasn't changed since. The people who see outside of the box or are really passionate about anything don't really tend to do well in the things that are forced upon them. So it doesn't really matter, because there are several successful people who are dropouts.
Great facts.
Agree completely. So my son went to school and did not complete 9th grade, done it 3 years in a row. When he tested, though, he tested beyond college grades. He was correcting the teachers. He did all his work, folded it up in a little football and put it in his backpack and never turned it in. He was not challenged. His mind was not opened up where he felt like he had to sit and learn anything there, because he was teaching them how to act, how to teach. So I agree. You can't force somebody to listen to something that they're above. They're smarter. They're beyond.
Are there any cons to that system, Riley? I know you've looked into probably a lot of aspects of it, but do you feel like there's any cons to doing it that way? Because it pays to look into both sides.
So the cons to doing it that way would be about the same as like I think that the pros outweigh the cons, because really the only people who are going to be failures are the people who never show up. And the people who would never show up and are passionate about nothing are going to be failures anyway. Like, if
Or
you
they're-
don't, like, do you expect the people to show up to this place that they could literally just show up and hang out with their friends all day? Because who necessarily cares? There wouldn't be a necessarily care on expression or on really anything, so it would just be free space. And the people who wouldn't show up to that and find something they're passionate about wouldn't have done it in a normal school system anyway.
Anyway.
Yeah, it's good. I just had to hear. Appreciate that.
So the main con is just idiots would be idiots, and those idiots wouldn't show up. So the only con is we're not forcing the people who wouldn't do the work anyway to not do the work.
I agree.
But is that really a con?
Not really.
And I guess the only necessarily like actual con is that maybe the average math literacy might go down because people won't be forced. But the average math literacy would already be kept up by the pushback of this current system back a few years. So people would have a higher level of actual learning instead of mindless repetition through grades 1 to 6. And then everything else would all just be expanding on the knowledge you want. So out of the numbers I did, I haven't found many cons, if any. Okay. I guess the only real con would be, I guess, it would cost more money.
Once again, I think we could delve into that a lot deeper, but there's so many facets like incentives and money and where we could get it. I'm trying not to go full potato salad. Let the young people
make the government pay for it.
Which they could anyhow. They're supposed to. They're supposed to. Hence the roads, hence the lotto system, hence the reason why we get taxed in the first place. They're supposed to.
Yeah, tax dollars are like, shave a bit off of the private party vacations that they're having and put it to the school system.
I had seen a study though that more hands-on schools that weren't forced to keep you in the mindset of being in society's workforce, of being a structure that is either equipped to go to prison or into a factory. And that's what schools get you ready for, either or.
Yep.
The nature thing too. The nature thing was really good. I don't think people spend enough time at all in nature.
Yeah, and like there's a bit of nature. Oh, I'm cutting you off. Sorry. There's a bit of nature behind my school.
You called yourself out, and I appreciate that. That's accountability. Go. It's okay. No, go ahead. I want to hear what you have to say.
Right. There's a bit of nature behind my school, and it's basically being vandalized in the main hangout spots by the hooligans who never learned how to respect nature. So if your education was more integrated into nature itself and in general, then maybe people would learn more of a respect for a land, and then maybe we could do more stuff to fix the climate problem, because you would have more people more emotionally connected to nature and the land from being raised around that and having that be integrated into their education system.
I agree. I watch so many kids walk through this field after they get off the school bus and they're throwing litter on the ground. And I got two things in my head. I'm thinking, how does your house look? And another thing is, what is your parents showing you? Them are the only two things that I can think of, because at the end of the day, they're not doing this just because they just thought of it all of a sudden. it's something they've been taught that they're constantly doing because they don't respect the land, because they're not out there touching it. They're not out there seeing how magnificent nature really truly is.
Let's get some of Marley's thoughts on it too when he comes back, because he looks like he's pretty adamant about it. I'm sorry, sacred deer. I'm terrible about it.
It's okay.
I'm back. I was just about to ask my mom if I could have a mint, but I was still in the room.
So what did you think? What do you think
Yeah.
about the hands-on studies that Riley has a opposition for a school?
Perfect. I mean, there's not much to say. It was described the way that it was best described.
Do you think that you could learn better that way?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Adaptive. That's good. Well, you'd go then. Would you go, sacred deer? Good.
Yeah.
That's good. I would too.
Me
And I didn't
too.
want
To be
it.
honest,
Sounds
I would
fun.
too.
Yeah, it sounds fun. More trades, more tech work and stuff too. I mean, anyone opposed to that? Like, do it for a good reason. It's really fun to do that stuff, and it's good to learn stuff. It's just
How does it feel that you don't even know how to read a clock now? Like certain kids don't even know how to cursive. They don't know how to write in cursive. They don't know how to read a digital clock, or not a digital, but hands clock.
I know both of those.
What did you say, Riley?
I know both how to read a digital clock, analog clock. I have a pocket watch and I write in cursive. And they never taught. They didn't. Same diff. They didn't really go about teaching me that much. They taught me a bit of analog clock, but I learned all of that because I wanted to. So them forcing stuff on people doesn't help. If they want to learn analog clock, they should learn analog clock. They want to learn how to write in cursive, they should learn how to write in cursive. If it's not necessary and they don't really want to, why make them?
I can
we kind
receive
of
that. I just find it odd that a lot of children no longer have that want to, because everything's so convenient by just picking up your device and just Googling it.
Curiosity has been beaten out of people. It gets beaten out of you by around the age of like 8 or 9. The world beats the curiosity out of you. So people stop wanting to learn because their curiosity has been taken from them. We should be encouraging curiosity. We shouldn't be like forcing it away when it is more beneficial to let people be curious, because they'll end up smarter. But if we beat it out of them, they will have no motivation to learn because their curiosity has been killed or repressed.
So here's another thing. How about their imagination? Do you feel that the imagination's being whipped out of them also?
Well, considering that the school system wants you to be a mindless factory worker, whether or not they say it, whether or not the people working for it even know it, yeah, they whipped the imagination out of you back then, and they're still slowly doing that now. The only thing that's kind of better for that is art class. But even then, the art class I'm in, simply just, they put a deadline to art, and they say, do this specific thing. Or at least to me, they're like, do something along the lines of this, and saying, just go where your inspiration leads you.
Do you have shop class?
Yes.
Yeah.
See, when I was younger, they were removing that from schools.
I don't know why they would be removing trades from school. Like, I think somebody along the line who was like removing trades from schools was like, well, if we remove trades and we don't teach the people who are going to do trades how to do trades.
I love that.
Out. Goodbye.
Guys.
Bro.
Oh my
Bro,
God.
I just tried to shut the door, man.
Oh no.
Oh.
Marley, real quick, do you have shop? Sacred deer? Ow! Tortoises.
No.
Do you have
don't
shop? Paul?
I don't know. I don't know what that is.
See?
Okay. Not yet.
It's wood shop where you are able to make things with.
Oh, that is in the school, but I don't take it. Can't. It's not
Okay.
yet.
Why
Yeah,
can't you?
I don't know. It's just not in the option. That would normally be in 5th hour or 6th hour. I don't know, but you can't change 6th hour, and the most you can change is 5th hour, and that was not an option.
Okay, I wonder why. And do you have art class?
No, I have gym.
What?
Gym class.
So you don't have art?
No, we cycled through art, gym, and music and all that. We cycled through that. Right now, I'm on gym.
Them, I feel you. So it's only half a semester.
Yeah, I get art next quarter.
See, that's crazy.
You try to shut the door on somebody one time.
Sorry about that, y'all.
You try to shut the door on a dude.
We apologize. That's my other nephew.
So, did you hear that, Riley? They are up north in a different up north, not up north towards Canada, but up north in Michigan. And it's over kind of west, but it's in Michigan. The thing is, they don't have art class all year round. It's just a semester thing, and they cycle through that with gym class and music.
There's another one. I don't know what it is. Oh, it's the other gym class because there's 2.
Isn't all classes just divided by semester anyway? Like, don't you just have one class or one round of that class per semester? Then you have different stuff next semester, or have I misunderstood what you meant?
You're also in this.
No, because when I was younger, we didn't do it that way. When I was younger, it was half of the year this and the other half of the year something different. They didn't do semesters and quarters.
Yeah, it's like half of the year you have 4 classes, at least up here. Then the other half of the year you have 4 different classes.
See, and that's when I was younger. It wasn't that way. It was half of the year you'd have art, the other half you would have music.
I have 6 classes.
That's how I was raised. That worked for me.
So you were raised the same way I was?
Yep. Full on schedules.
See? And now the younger kids, I didn't know that they were only in quarters.
It's in quarters in general now. I mean, I think I think in some parts of the US it's in 8ths, which is a little bit too much expectation to put on a kid. And in general, I think that the American school system, or so I've heard, is in a worse state of shambles than the Canadian one. Both aren't good, though.
Yeah. I'll agree to that. I'll agree to that. I've witnessed both, so I'll agree to that.
Wait. So, you guys said you have 4 classes. How is that? How is that divided up though? Is that like every 2 hours, or is that?
No. They were talking about semesters. They have.
Oh, okay. Like, okay, we call them quarters. That's why I was confused. I thought you meant like each class.
Yeah, no, I mean each class. We have 2 semesters, and then they're quartered up into 4 classes with a 1-hour lunch in the middle.
Oh, I have 6 classes.
How long is your class, bro?
About an hour per class, plus like 30-minute lunch, and then 30-minute recess. So, an extra hour for lunch and recess.
You still have recess?
Yes, 6th grade.
Okay, fair. Yeah, at least up here you lose that in place for an hour lunch, but you don't have to stay on school property for that.
So, and then that's how it was for us too. Once we got to high school, ours was the same way in high school. Um, yet we still had more than 4 classes. You have 6 classes, Sacred Deer?
Yes.
So you're in school for 7 hours?
Eight, technically, because there's 30 minutes to start the day.
Okay.
And then
like
there's
a
30 minutes to get there.
Okay. Like a homeroom and then whatever the
Yeah.
Okay. So Riley, how long are you in school for?
7 hours. However, I'm usually an hour late.
7
I don't
hours.
care.
Yeah,
They don't pay me enough to care. Because
They
aren't
don't pay us at
paying
all.
me.
They need to pay
fun
us.
question. What do you think would change if you were you got paid to go to school? Do you think? Oh God, what a terrible idea.
If I got paid and it was by the government, I would do as well as possible to take as much money from the government as possible.
Okay,
I would-
that's important. Maybe
I
not
They
would
need
paid,
solve
less
world
of it.
hunger.
but like a 401k or something you get out of school. You know, that you get out of school and you work your ass off and your buns off. And pardon me.
Well, I actually thought of a meanwhile, if a transitional period, if we cannot get to the other idea, which honestly I might fully pitch later, is to start paying students like $20 a week or like somewhere around minimum wage or something. So then you boost the economy because most marketing is aimed toward teens and young adults and children. So if you gave them more spending power, you would boost the economy. And also it would more likely for people who decide that, you know what, maybe I don't want to live on the streets, would save that and then have a better off chance in between jobs at that point when you're fresh out of school.
I agree. I think that's a great idea. Go to like a 401k for after school, something that you could use to get into an apartment or to get into a trade that will help you financially set you off because you're getting paid to go to school, but you cannot use it unless you graduate, and it has to go to something for like to better yourself, like in a house or
So
I think
there's
Plus,
an idea.
the food
They
there
should
also
also
sucks.
teach you how to do taxes.
they
They
should
need to.
you how to
They
write.
ain't teaching me how to file my taxes. So
Like-
they want me to be a bunch of tax evaders simply because I can't and I don't know how. They never taught me.
No,
Your Honor,
see,
Your Honor, I couldn't file my taxes. The school never taught me.
they
Okay.
tell us about the Pythagorean theorem, but never about taxes.
Also, any amount of money they give to the students while they're in school should remain untaxed.
And they should also teach you how to look for houses and all that stuff too. I was never taught that. Ever.
They should actually
Zillow.
teach you how to money management. They should teach you how to write checks, and they should teach you how to do taxes. If
They
want
teach you how to write checks.
Yeah.
Or at least they taught me how to write checks in that one math class I was in.
What? What?
Grandson, they teach you how to write checks in school.
It's not a group chat. It's a podcast.
I don't think it's at like a grade 6 level. It's more like when you get toward high school. I think depending on the class you get, they'll teach you how to write checks.
How old are you? Dang.
At least up here
We're in
Well-
Canada.
in Canada.
In
I'm not
Canada
going to
and
start singing that whole song.
Riley, how old are you?
What?
How old are you?
That's classified, aka 16.
Well,
Well, I'm sorry, Sacred Deer.
You sound 13.
I am 16.
You
However,
sound
most
like me.
people tend to like confuse me for being 18.
How old?
we never act your age though.
No.
What do you mean?
Oh,
Expectations to act your age are stupid.
Yeah.
But people literally tell you to act your age, and then when you do something that your age group would do, they tell you to grow up.
That's so true.
Sorry.
That
Make
is
it make
so
sense.
true.
Let people be children. Let the children be children. Don't make them grow up just because you didn't have a childhood.
It was a mouthful. I'm just saying.
Hey,
So
y'all.
Liz said her accounting class taught her how to write checks in school. What grade was that in, Liz?
I also, yeah.
Probably high school. What did you say, Moon Tortoise?
So I learned how to write checks in school. I actually got pulled out of math. I never did well in school because I never ever felt engaged. I was bored to death the whole time, unless I was like, I was pretty bored to death the whole time. And I flunked out of math. I'm really dyslexic with numbers, and they put me into special education math. And then they started teaching math by proxy through like checks and filling out forms and doing this stuff. And honestly, I owe it a lot to that class because I didn't hold on to all the stuff they were teaching in me in math class. I learned that doing framing and stuff, carpentry. But that was crucial. That was actually really good. So, but I had to go in special education to get that. I wasn't getting that in the main classes.
So Riley, are you interested in coming on next Monday? And we will be
Probably not.
Okay.
Quite honestly, probably not. I don't feel like joining a podcast.
That's okay. At least you're honest.
That's fine. You don't have to, and I love your honesty.
Yeah.
I'm not mad by it. I'd rather have someone be authentic to themselves and stay honest than try to lie to appease me.
Like, I might show up occasionally if it's like an interesting topic I have a lot to say on, but I'm not gonna like regularly join a podcast.
Okay.
I love this guy's honesty, dude. I love it.
It comes from a mix of autism and autism. That it's mostly just a mix of autism and my moral beliefs.
I like it though, so don't change it. But we can't go too long because he has to go to bed. So we're gonna wrap this up. We're gonna wrap this up, and this is our first episode of Let the Children Speak, and we're gonna vote for Riley for president in Canada next year.
That's the prime minister.
Correct.
And I'm not legally old enough to run. And even then, if I were the prime minister, I would still have to go through the rest of the legal system and the rest of the government and the minister of education. So me becoming the prime minister wouldn't really fix anything because I would have to go to the minister of education in every province.
Oh, we're gonna fire everybody else.
And in which case, at that point, dismantle and rebuild the government.
That's what I'm saying. That's what we're gonna do.
Because on the topic of the government, I just realized we're paying the government and then they're paying us with our own money.
No, they're not.
Taxes.
The government doesn't pay us. They just pay the people who work for them. Essentially, we pay the government to bend us over and screw us in the arse.
Oh my word. He said it, not me.
No, it's true.
I told you the kids. I told you the filter wouldn't come from us. It's not going to be us. I told you, Kimberly. I was kid once too.
I'm just gonna keep like a filter generally off, but the language I will use will be on-air friendly because I have choice words to give on some topics.
You're okay, and then you don't have to have a filter. This is Let the Children Speak, but this is our first episode, and we're gonna wrap this up because we're gonna lose sacred deer. So, thank you for joining us, everyone, on our first episode of Let the Children Speak, and you may hear from Prime Minister Riley next semester, next year, whatever that's called. I don't know what it's called up there in Canada. So, all right, everyone, thank you for tuning in, and may your night be full of positive energy and high vibrations, and listen to the children. Just because they are younger than you doesn't mean they don't know what's going on.
We all wish to be heard.
That's right.
Oh, for sure.
Well, time to sign off. Make sure to dismantle the government. Goodbye.
Yeah, see ya. See ya.
Oh my word. I can't.
It's okay on that note.
Let's get to the bottom of this one. Unspoken truths that I miss one. Tap into the minds of the people, rather acknowledge before I dismiss one. Atheists, Muslim, Christians, Buddhists, they all got usage. All got perspective, it's a collective. Get to the bottom where the truth is, where the heart's uncovered. Where you detox from all of the lies you smothered. Where them tries could have killed you, but with faith you recover. Yeah, peel off the makeup, we finna take off. Never said it'd be a cakewalk. Meditate till we charged up, execute goes regardless. Decalcify my pineal. Breaking language barriers, we saw millennials. Planets passing age rotations, down me we owe. So down me we know. Sometimes we can be slow, that's why my ears open. Every drop you add could complete the ocean. Speak up, play your part too. Been vulnerable, it's so hard to reflect on all the juice like torture. It's on you, tell the truth.
Yeah, we about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. Listen. Yeah, aim in the fit so you see in the mirror. Play with your focus and watch it get clear. Polish your crown, turn it up if you wear. You live in the root, release what you're fearing. And watch it all rise, the righteous will hear it. They calling us twisted, I'm not even caring. Because it's a scene, the mind is too barren. They won't even heal it, they pass it to cheering. We over here healing, conversing and listening. Know that the truth isn't always appealing, but end it with healing and find your beginning. Frequency positive, what you receiving. Perception is up to you, what you believing. What you retrieving, mentally speaking. Life that they breathing, no words from a heathen. Don't know it all, but together undefeated. Conversation, rather want it, you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah, Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the trial with the students and teachers. All got a voice, we the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. Conversation, rather want it, you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah, Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the trial with the students and teachers. All got a voice, we the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen, hey. Yeah.
We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. We about to have a good conversation. Yeah, let's go. Praying for truth cause the world is so fickle. Keeping my mental, how clean is a whistle. Attention's a trap, they can lead you astray. Steering this ship through the storm and the haze. Real conversations are lost in the greed. Others get lost in the web that it weaves. Sift through the rhetoric, uncover schemes. Knowledge inherited, this is imperative. I got a lot on my mind and I'm sharing it. Apples to oranges, it ain't no comparisons. I'm the type that'll never break character. I'm the type to make memories and cherish them. Trust intuition and doubt or disparity. Pursuing the echoes of wisdom. Chasing that moment of clarity. Conversation, rather one if you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah, Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the track with the students and teachers. All got a voice, who the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen. Conversation, rather one if you need it. Come fill up your tank before it's depleted. Don't care if you calling on Allah, Jesus, Buddha or Christian, not being facetious. Come to the track with the students and teachers. All got a voice, who the ears that'll listen. Who the ears that'll listen. We the ears that'll listen.
It's on you, tell the truth.